So, hi everyone, this is Shivangi Rajput, and I welcome you all to your favorite platform, that is Unacademy. I have a teaching experience of past 3 years, and in this session, we are going to do our 2019 question papers, and we are in this session doing our 1 marker and 2 marker question. So, starting with the very first question, it is given that there are two concentric circles. Now, what are concentric circles? Concentric circles are those circles which are originating from the same center, all right, but the radius differ. So in this, we are given that there are two concentric circles with radii A and B, given that your A is greater than B. So it is given to us that your A is greater than B. All right. So what we have to find in this question? So we have to find the length of PQ, basically the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle, and the chord for the larger circle is your PQ. All right. So we have to find the length of the PQ. So let us start with the solution. All right, so in the solution, first of all, we know that if a chord, PQ is the chord for the outer circle, but for the inner circle, it is acting like a tangent. All right, and we know that the center, that the radius from the center bisects the chord into two equal parts. So we can first of all write that our PA is equals to QA. All right, because the radii bisects the chord, if it is perpendicular, so it bisects the chord. Second of all, you know that OP is the radii of the larger circle, which is equal to your A that is given in the question, and OA is the radii of the smaller circle. I can write it as capital R, and OA I can write it as small r. All right, that is my radii of the smaller circle, which is B. Now, if I take triangle OAP, if I highlight it for you, so we are taking this triangle OAP. So this is the right angle triangle. So we will apply our Pythagoras theorem in this particular triangle. So in your triangle OAP, we know that OP square is equals to base perpendicular square plus your base square, that is your AP square. OP is given as A. So we will write it as A square. OA is given as B because it is the radius of the smaller circle. So we will write it as B square plus our AP square. Now this is adding over here, and then we will take it to our right hand side and it will get subtracted. So what it will become? It will be your AP square is equals to your A square minus B square. And we know if we transpose your square to your left hand side or your right hand side or other side of the equal to, it becomes root. So over here, AP becomes your under root of A square minus B square. So this is the final answer of yours. You have to find out. So AP, oh no, this is not the final answer. So AP, we have to find out PQ. And we also know that OA is bisecting, perpendicularly bisecting your PQ. So PQ will be twice of AP. And AP, if you're under root of A square minus B square, so PQ will be your twice of under root of A square minus B square. So this is now your final answer, that is your PQ length, that is twice of under root of A square minus B square. So this was our first question. So moving forward to the second question. Now this is a nice question, and what we have to find in this question, so it is given that in figure PS is 3 centimeter, all right, the QS length is given as 4 centimeter, and PRQ is the theta angle. PSQ is 90 degree. So we have to find, and this is also given 90 degree, PSQ and your PQR. We have to evaluate what tan theta. So हमें यहाँ पे find क्या करना है? We have to find our tan theta. You don't have to calculate theta, you have to calculate the tan theta value. All right, so let's start with it. So solution of it is as follows. First of all, in your triangle PSQ, applying Pythagoras theorem, because it is a right angle triangle, so we will get that our hypotenuse square, that is your PQ square, right angle, the line which is in front of your 90 degrees, your hypotenuse, right? So your PQ square will be equal to your PS square plus your QS square, right? So PQ square, again we have to find, is equals to PS is given 3 centimeter का square, and then we are given QS to be 4 centimeter का square. Done. So here PQ square will be equals to 9 plus me 16. PQ square is equals to your 25, and from here we can write it as PQ is equals to your under root of 25, that is your 5 centimeter. All right. So it's done till here. Next, what we have to find the value of tan theta. So for calculating the value of tan theta, I need my perpendicular by base. All right, I know that if my theta is at r, for perpendicular, the theta, the line which is in front of your theta is a perpendicular. So here this PQ will be perpendicular and this RQ will be base. So tan theta is equals to PQ upon my base, that is RQ, which is equals to your perpendicular by base according to your trigonometric ratios, right? So PQ length we have just calculated it as 5 and RQ is given to be 9. So this forms the value of our tan theta. So this is our final answer over here. Done. All right. So next what we have. All right, so for Unacademy subscription, we have a lot amazing features, and these are just a few examples from them. So in Unacademy subscription, you have a live classes, you have daily live classes, and you have a feature of batch courses as well. That means that you can actually select teachers of a particular batches. Like you have your 10th A, 10th B, and 10th C. What varies in that is the teacher you are having. The course is same, everything is same. It's just about the teacher. So you here have the right to choose your own batches, and that's the main feature of Unacademy Plus. Next we have is the unlimited access to the platform. From one subscription, you have the access to the whole platform. Top educators from India are hereby presented on the platform to teach you. You get the PDF, you get the test series, you get the practice paper, which are mainly important for you before your exams. Here you get a personal mentorship and guidance. Whenever you feel like getting a mentorship and guidance, you can for sure connect with the things. And full coverage of the syllabus is our thing to make sure that we do that, right? So next what we have is the Unacademy subscription pricing. So here we go from 3 to 48 months we are having our price course, but according to your needs you can surely choose any plan. But for the most feasible and the affordable one is the 12 months and so on, because for the payment issues you can actually go for EMI, but after you choose the 12 months plan. So the 12-month plan over here is a 15,000 rupees. That is very affordable, and it becomes more affordable if you use any educator's code. So here my code is Shivan, and you can use this code for accessing 10% off on your pricing. So after you use my code, the pricing deteriorates to 13,500 rupees, which you can also pay in a monthly basis of 1125 rupees. Yes. So moving forward is another subscription which we offer you is the Iconic subscription. As the name suggests, Iconic me, there are all the benefits of your plus, including your personal mentorship. You have a personal mentor over here who is there to guide you. You have your live doubt solving so that no doubt stays in your heart and your mind for like longer period of time. Weekly report is also maintained, which is actually important for you if you're actually preparing for some competitive exam, because you from now only know that where you are standing and where your rank is from the students from all over the country and rest of the parts as well. So you have a parent connect over here as well, so that your parents are also satisfied and are knowing that what you're studying and what is your progress all about. And you get a study planner, which is actually again important and benefited for you, just because that this is actually required and a lot of you fail to make that. So these are the features of your Unacademy Iconic subscription, and here are the pricing again ranging from your 3 to 48 months. You can again go for your 12 months, 15 months, 18 months. For the longer you take is the more discount you will get. And here for 12 months is 28,000 rupees, and again if you will use the code you can access for 10% off over here, and then the price falls down to 25,300, which you can pay in like parts also from your EMI option. So, and the last but not the least, Unacademy has its greatest combat for every classes over here from 6 to 12, and it takes place on every Sunday. So please enroll yourself, and if it asks for a code, you can always use the code Shivan, SHIVAN, for accessing the combat. All right, and from this combat you get a lot amazing scholarship. You even get 75 to 50% off on your subscription. So please go ahead with it. Free enrollment is there for everyone, and do give it. All right, so moving forward to our third question, we have to calculate the discriminant. Now we know this is a quadratic equation. Discriminant is the d value which we have to calculate. So first of all, this is given that this is x plus 5 square is equals to 2 5x minus 3. First of all, we have to open it up to make a quadratic equation, right? So this, and over here we are going to apply your a plus b square. So this will become a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b, that is your 2 into 5 into x, that is your 10x. And over here you will multiply this inside. So it becomes your 10x minus your 2, 3, 6. So 10x will get eliminated from 10x. And now we will take 6 to your left hand side, and it will become x square plus 25 minus 6 becomes plus 6 equals to 0, and it becomes x square. 25 plus 6 gives you 31, plus my 31 equals to 0. But over here I will write it down as a general expression, that is your x square plus your 0x plus 31 equals to 0. Now I have to calculate the discriminant for this given term. So discriminant, I know the formula is d is equals to b square minus 4ac, where b is your coefficient of x, 4 is the constant term, a is again your coefficient of x square, and c is the constant term of your equation. So here a is your what? A is your 1, b is your 0, and c is your 31. So I'll put these values in the formula, and it will become d is equals to b square, that is 0 square, minus 4 into your a, that is 1, into c, that is your 31, and the final answer which we get is equals to, here d is equals to minus 31 into 4 is your 124. So your discriminant for the given term is minus 124. All right, so moving forward to your fourth question. So here we have to calculate that after how many decimal places will this expression terminate. This is from our real numbers, and we know that decimal expansion will only terminate if it has 2 power something and 5 power something in the denominator. But here I can see 3 square, and most of the people will write down that this will not terminate. But wait, what we can do over here is 27, and the denominator says 2 cube, 5 power 4, and 3 square. I can actually cancel out 27 with 3 square, that is 3 square is 9, and I can cancel it out as 9 3s are 27, right? So we can write it down as, now this expression becomes 3 upon with 2 cube and 5 ki power 4. So now what we have to look up for, do I have to calculate each and everything and then divide? No, I just have to see that which is the highest degree in the denominator. Either it can be of 2 or it can be of 5. But over here, the highest degree is of your 5. So 4 is the highest degree. So yeah, this is the only answer which I'm having now. So 4, after 4 decimal places, the decimal expansion of this expression terminates. So as easy as that. Moving forward to your fifth question. Okay. This is the question of your arithmetic progression. You have to find out the sum of first 10 multiples of 6. So first 10 multiples of 6. So first of all, we have to find out what are the first 10 multiple of 6. So the first multiple of 6 is 6 itself, right? The second multiple is 12. The third multiple is 18. Then we have our then we have 24, then we have our 30 and 36. So these are the first 6 multiples, first 10 multiples of 6. All right, so this will continue. Okay, so not first 6 but first 10 multiples. All right, so in this expression now our a becomes, that is the first term of the AP, that is 6. Our n becomes, that is for how many terms do I have to calculate, and that's become what, our 10, because we have to calculate for 10 terms. And of course, the d is also a2 minus a1, that is the second term, minus your first one, that is 12 minus 6, that forms your 6. All right. So here I have the initials, I have to calculate the sum. So the formula for sum is, I hope that you all remember, sum is given by sum of first 10 terms I have to calculate. That is given by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Right, I can also use it by a plus l if I know the last term, and that is 60, but here I have not written, so I'm taking the basic formula. All right, so here n is your 10 by 2. 2 into a gives your 2 into 6, that is 12, plus my n minus 1, that is your 9, and d is again your 6. All right, so here we cancel it out and we get 5, and in the bracket we get 12 plus, we have 9 6 are 54. All right, and here we get what, 5 into, then we have to add these, and this will form up to 66, and then we have 66 into 5 gives you your 330. So the first 10 multiples of 6 gives the sum of your 330. All right, so moving forward to your sixth question. What we have to calculate, find the positive value of m for which the distance between the point is given. All right, this is the question of your coordinate geometry, and it is given that distance between 2 points a and b. We are given that the distance between these 2 points is given as to be 10 units. All right, So the A is given to us as 5 comma minus 3 and B is given to us as 13 comma m. All right, so we just have to apply the basic distance formula that says the distance between the AB can be calculated as under root of your x2 minus x1 square plus your y2 minus y1 square. So this is the basic distance formula. Now we have to put the value which are given to us, that is AB is given to me as 10 is equals to under root x2 will be my 13, so it will be my 13 minus 5 square plus my y2 will be my m and y1 will be my minus 3, that will form y2 minus of your y1 square. All right, so this is what it will form. So up I can just transpose this root to the left hand side and it will become square. So if I move this root to this part, so it will become 10 square is equals to 13 minus 5 forms your 8 and 8 square is your 64 plus my m plus 3. This minus minus will form plus and then I will apply the a plus b ka whole square. I will apply the identity a plus b whole square. All right, so this will form your a square plus b square plus your 2 into a into b, that is your 6m. All right, so here it form your 10 ka square, that is your 100. Then it will be 64, I can just move it to that side, and 9 also I can move it to that side. So here it will form what? So here it will be forming your minus 64 minus 9 is equals to m square plus my 6m. Here I can write it what? If I'll take each and everything out there, so it will form a quadratic equation, that is m square plus 6m, and 100 minus 64 gives me 36, 36 minus further 9 gives me 27. So here it will be like minus 27 equals to 0. Now what I will be doing, I will be middle term splitting this, right, to solve this particular thing. And if I middle term split this, I'll get 9 and 3. All right, so I can write it as m square plus 9m minus 3m minus 27 equals to 0, right? And from these two I can take m common and it will become m plus 9, and from here I can take 3 common and minus 3 common, and it will become m plus 9 equals to 0. Now the two factors which I am having is m minus 3 and I am having m plus 9 equals to 0. And if I will equate both of these factors with 0, so I will be getting two factors of your m, that is two values of your m, that is first is positive 3 and the other one is negative 9. So if I have to calculate the positive value for m, so I will consider this and neglect the minus 9 term. So m equals to 3 is the answer for your given question. All right. Seventh question is here. A die is thrown once. So a die is a singular dice, right? So if a die is thrown once, find the probability of getting a composite number. So I have to first write what the total outcomes if I throw a dice. So if I throw a dice, I get a total number of outcomes as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your 6. Right? So these are the possible number of outcomes which I have. Now in this, I have to check which are the composite numbers. First of all, if you don't know what a composite number, let me tell you. A prime number is a number which comes in a table of 1 and the number itself, right? But the composite numbers have other factors as well. So here, I'll choose what are the composite numbers. So 1 is neither prime nor composite, so I'll skip it. I'll choose 2. If yes, it is sorry, I'll choose, no, I will not choose 2. This is a prime number, that will be for second part. All right, I have to choose composite number. So here we have 4 as a composite number, right? And we have 6 as a composite number because 4 has 2 as a factor again, and we have 6 3 as a factor, right? So the favorable number of outcomes becomes your 2, that is 4 and 6, and the total number of outcome becomes your 6. So if we simplify this, we will be getting the probability of event that the number should be composite. So the probability becomes 1 by 3. So this was for your first part. Now if I'll solve you for the second part, now I need prime numbers, the numbers which only comes in the table of 1 and the number itself. So the number is 1. Oh, sorry, 1 is neither prime nor composite again. Then we have 2, first number, 3, and then 5. So the total number of outcomes, the favorable outcomes. So we have the favorable outcomes as 3 and the total number of outcomes as 6. And if we simplify it, we get 1 by 2. So here is the answer. The first part answers 1 by 3 and the second part answers 1 by 2. And please make sure in this, just make a note out of it that 1 is neither prime. All right, 1 is neither prime nor composite. So please do not include it in either primes or composite, right? Next, cards and number from 7 to 40 were put in a box. Poonam selected a card at random. All right, so here's a girl Poonam who selected a card at randomly from the card number from 7 to 40. What is the probability that Poonam selects the card which is a multiple of 7? First of all, we have to write from 7 to 40 what all are the multiples of 7. So first is the 7 number itself, then we have 14, then we have 21, then we have 28, and then we have 35. I guess next is 42, but that is greater than 40, but we have numbers till 40, right? So here are the 5 outcomes. So probability of an event, which event that the card which she selected is a multiple of 7. So favorable number of outcomes upon my total number of outcomes, right? So favorable number here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5, and total 40 minus 7. All right, but we have to include this number too. So the total number of the total number of cards which we have over here is not 33. Please just mind it, it's 34. All right, because if we count number from 7 to 40, if we subtract it, it's 33, but we have to include that number 40 as well. So here the total number of cards become 5 by 34, and this is your final answer. So moving forward quickly to the next question. Okay, this is again one of a tricky question, but it's easy, it's very easy. So moving forward, here we have, if 1 0 of a polynomial 3x square plus 2x plus a is reciprocal of the other, then we have to find the value of a. Wherever you say this question that you have a 0 reciprocal of the other, just take 1 as alpha. What will happen if you take, let the first 0 equals to alpha, then automatically if the other one is reciprocal of it, so the second 0 instead of beta, we will be taking 1 by alpha, because it is given in the question that in 1 0 the other is the reciprocal of it. Now I know what that the equation is 3x squared plus 2x plus a. The polynomial is 3x squared plus 2x plus a, and I have to calculate the value of a. And I also know that my product of zeros, right? I know that my product of zeros is equals to alpha into beta, all right, which is equals to your c by a. Alpha and beta, that is the first 0 and the second 0. If first 0 here is alpha and the second 0 here is 1 by alpha, c is your constant term, which is a over here, and a is your coefficient of x square, that is 3 over here. I'll put the value, and this alpha and alpha get cancelled out anyway. And if I just send this 3 to be multiplied with 1 because it is dividing here, so a becomes what? Your 3. So simply you can get the value of a as your 3. All right, so moving forward to your 10th question. So we have to solve the following pair of linear equation, and the method is not mentioned, so we can choose any method as per our convenience. Of course, we will select our elimination method because that's the most easiest one. So I have to first of all make this equation what in the normal general expression. So it will become what? Your 9x minus 2y equals to minus 7, we can write. If I know it will be equal to plus 7, I just send this 2y over here. All right, so this is my general equation, and now what I will be doing, I will be multiplying the first equation by 3 to make the coefficient of x similar. All right, so after multiplying with 3, this whole equation, the equation becomes 9x minus 15y equals to 4 3 is a 12, and then the down equation is, the second equation is 9x minus 2y equals to 7. So if I'll eliminate this, I have to subtract, and after subtracting, the sign will get changed, and 9x minus 9x will get cancelled out. 15 minus 15 plus 2y will give me what? Minus 13y, and 12 minus 7 will give me what? 12 minus 7 will here give me 5. All right, so here I get the value of y to be 5 upon my minus 13, or I can write it down as minus 5 by 13. So this is my value of y. Now I have to put this value of y in any of the equation to get the value of x. So I will be putting y as minus 5 by 3 in any equation. So if I'll get 9x minus 15, and this y is minus 5 by 13 equals to your 12. All right, I chose the first equation. Now this value becomes 9x minus, we have 15 here and 5, then it will become your plus 75 upon my 13 equals to 12. Then you will transpose it here, so it will become 9x equals to 12 minus 75 by 13, and here 9 is getting multiplied and then it will get divided. So after solving this, you will get a very easy value of x, that is your 9 by 13. All right, so that is how we can solve it by your elimination. You can use your cross multiplication as well as a substitution. Both will give the same answers. So moving forward to your 11th question. Okay, so this is one of the tricky questions which people fail to understand from your real numbers. It is easily saying that on a morning walk, three persons step out together and the steps measures 30 centimeter, 35, 36 centimeter and 40 centimeter. In their layman language, three persons go on a morning walk and the steps which they take, each steps measure at 30, 36 and 40 respectively. What is the minimum distance? I always tell people to look forward for such words, minimum, maximum, so that you can get to know. Minimum is a synonym of what? Your lowest, your least, and lowest is what? Your LCM. So here is a small trick which you can use, that wherever you see this minimum word, अगर यहीं पे आपके पास होता maximum, so you would have used highest, है ना? Maximum is a synonym of highest, so you can use highest common factor for that. So here we go, we have to find the LCM. It's simply, we have to find the LCM of your 30, of your 36 and your 40. And then again we'll find the LCM in a very easy way of 30, 36 and 40. Easily we'll take the and multiply it. So we have to first divide it by 2. So here it will become 15, here it will become your 18, and here it will become 20. Again I'll divide it by 2, so here will be 15, here it will become 9 and then 10, and again by 2, then it will become your 15, 9 and then 5. Now I will divide this term by 3, so here it becomes your 5, your 3 and your 5, then again by 3, so it will become 5, 1 and 5, and the last by 5, so 1, 1 and 1. Now I have to multiply all these numbers, so when I will multiply for the LCM, all right, so for the LCM, if I will multiply these numbers, it will give me what? 2 ki power 3 into 3 ki power 2 into 5 ki power 1, and the result will be 360. So they have to, the minimum distance which they have to cover is 360 centimeters to complete, all right, so that they can cover the same distance in complete steps. Moving forward to your 12th question. So in the quadratic equation kx square minus 6x minus 1 equals to 0, determine the value of k for which the equation does not have real roots. Here it is mentioned that it does not have real roots. In these questions, if it was given that real roots hai, so we would have equated it with 0 and the question would have been more simplified. But here we have to use now the things like greater than and less than. See how the equation is kx square minus 6x minus 1 is equals to 0. Here I know my a will be equals to k, b will be equals to minus 6, and c will be equal to your minus 1. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I know that if my equation has no real root, so the discriminant, that is d, is less than 0. That is my d is less than 0. This is the thing. Discriminant, I can find it out as b square minus 4ac, and this is less than 0. Right, so b square here is minus 6 square minus 4 into your a, that is k, into your c, that is minus 1, is less than 0. So here I can write minus 6 square is your plus 36, minus 4 into k into minus 1 gives me plus 4k is your less than 0. I'll transpose this my 36 to that side and it will become minus 36. So 4k is less than minus 36, and I know that this 4 is getting multiplied here, it will get divided over there, so it will become minus 36 divided by your 4. So here the value of k, which is finalized as k, should be less than minus 9, and this is the answer. So this is the value of k which we have to find out, and this sign is equally important, as it will actually, if you will not use it, you will lose some marks for that. So the next question which we have, find the sum of all the 3 digits natural number that are divisible by 9. All right, so for here we have to calculate the AP by ourselves. So we have to find out, again this is the AP question, so we have to find out the sum of the 3 digit natural numbers which are divisible by 9. So the first natural 3 digit number which is divisible by 9, is it 101? No. Is it 102? No. So none till 107, but 108, if I'll add the digit, yeah, they are divisible by 9, so the number is divisible by 9. The second number is 117, and so on, and the last number you're very lucky to find that it is 999. Right, if it wasn't 999, you have to divide the number with 999, see the remainder and then subtract it from 999, and you will get the last number. So sum we have to calculate it, again easy it is. So we have to calculate n by 2. 2 A plus n minus 1D. But for this, we have to calculate n also. All right, so first important thing which we have over here, that we have to calculate n for the very first group, because we have to use it in our sum. So for triple n, that is our an, we have to calculate the n value, right? So the an, which is our triple line, so here triple line is equals to a, that is 108 plus n minus 1, and the d is obviously, if these are multiple of 9, so the d is 9. So if I'll just take it there and subtract it, so it will become your 801 equals to n minus 1 into 9. Up here it is multiplying, I'll take it to divide. So 801 divided by your 9 gives me n minus 1, and here it will cancel out by 99, and that is equals to n minus 1. So my n becomes 100. Now here, since I have to calculate the sum and I know that my last term is given to me, I'll use the formula of sum as n equals to n by 2 a plus l. This is one of the easiest formula if I have the n term with me. So n is your 100 by 2, a is your 108, and l, that is the last term of the AP, that is your 999. So here we will use 999. So 100 by 2 gives you 50, and here we get 50 into 108 plus 999, and this will easily give you a sum of 55350. All right, so this is the sum of the first three natural numbers which are divisible by 9. So moving forward to a second last question, which is of your statistics, and here it is given that a class teacher has the following absentee record for 40 students of a class for the whole term. Find the mean. We have to calculate the mean. Easily I can calculate by sigma fi xi upon my sigma fi, but for that I have to make a table. So here it goes for your 0 to 6, your 6 to 12, your 12 to 18. Then you have to calculate for 18 to 24, 24 to 30, then 30 to 36, and then you have 36 to 42. And then the frequency of the following is 10, 11, 7, 4, 4, 3, 1. How to calculate now your class marks, that is your xi. You know that xi is your upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2, that is your 6, minus 0 by 2, that gives you your 3. And for here you calculate 12 minus 6 by 2. All right, for here you can calculate as, sorry, it's plus. God, sorry. Not minus, here it's plus. I'm so sorry. So here we can go as 0 plus 6 upon me 2, 12 plus 6 upon me 2, then we can go ahead as 18 plus 12 upon me 2, 24 plus 18 divided by 2, then we can go ahead with 30 plus 24 divided by 2. Basically, we have to find out the middle value between your class intervals. All right, so here it's 30 plus 36 divided by 2 and 36 plus 42 divided by 2. All right, so if I make a table and then I have to multiply it, so here's the table which we can see. The class marks become 0 plus 6 divided by 2, that is 3, and then I have to calculate fi xi, and fi xi is the multiplication of your this number with your frequency, that is this number. So 3 into 10 gives you 30, 11 into 9 gives you 99, 15 into 7 gives you 105, then you have 21 into 4 gives you 84, 27 into 4 gives you 108, and 33 into 3 gives you 99, and 39 into 1 gives you 39. And for the last thing, we have to calculate what? I know that my mean formula gives me what? Sigma fi xi. Sigma here means summation, means sum of your fi xi upon the sigma fi, which is equals to your 564 divided by 40, which will give you a number of 14.1. So the mean for the above data is 14.1. Right, so moving forward to the last question. So here we have from the areas related to circle, a car has two wipers which do not overlap. We have seen the wipers moving like this and this in a car. So if I take this as a car mirror, and I have seen, and multiple of you might have also seen some like this, right? So these are the two wipers which are attached, and this moves this and this way, that is without overlapping. So I can see that the area they make is a sector, right? That is a sector of a circle, and we know that the area of sector of the circle we can easily calculate. So if the radii, all right, what it is given, a car has two wipers which do not overlap. Each wiper has a blade of length that will form as a, if I'll take it as a circle, so the length of the blade will be counted as the radius, which is given to be as 21 centimeter. Angle, that is theta, is given to us as 120 degree. What we have to calculate, the area swept by the wind with the wipers. All right, so it's very easy. Area of wipers area swept by vipers is equals to area of sector. Area swept by vipers is equals to your area of sector, and here the area swept by vipers, and which is equals to area of sector, can be calculated by theta by 360 pi r square. This is the formula. I have to use pi as 22 by 7, but I have to multiply this with 2 as well, just because there are two vipers. I have to make sure that I multiply this area by 2. All right, so here it becomes 2 into theta is given as 120 upon your 360. Pi is given to be 22 by 7. Radius is your 21 into your 21. So 7, so I can cancel out 21 by 3. 0, 0, 12, 3. And here I can cancel out 3 and 3. So if I multiply the remaining terms, so I'll get the area of your 924 centimeter square. So this is the area which is swept by the two wipers of the car. All right, so I hope that this session was informative for a lot of you people, and wish to make some more videos like that. And yeah, let's crack it.